garden. I have got some seed packs. Craig's been away today on an event, so I've been, as you know, painting the cupboard doors. It's really turned out to be quite warm. I'm now in a sleeveless top. So I've cleaned up the painting stuff. There's one coat done on both sides of the cupboards, sanded where I needed to sand it, and so letting those dry, and I'm going to plant some seeds and enjoy this absolutely beautiful sunshine. So I've got 2 seed packs here, both are from Kirchhoffs. This is a colour patch winter tall. It's an heirloom seed. So as far as I understand, heirloom seeds are not genetically modified. They come from original seeds. Haven't been changed, and they're from a very long time ago. And then here's some more sunflowers. We have yet to find a pack of the original sunflowers that we planted. The pack that had the variety in it, we cannot find them anywhere, but we have so enjoyed planting the sunflowers. Both are winter flowering, which is great. This one says sow in autumn and winter, and it's going to flower in germination's 5 to 10 days, flower to 7 to 90 days, so it'll be the end of winter. And this is also sowing in autumn and winter. They are both sowing directly into the soil, so we're not going to put them in some seed trays or anything like that. The sunflowers do need a little bit more spacing. These seeds I can feel are very, very fine, so I'm just going to pop them in the garden. I know this bed looks very, very full. Craig doesn't enjoy these wildflowers. He feels they just overtake everything. They do. They grow beautifully, but a pack that we sowed a while ago, some of them are coming up, and then we've still got some of our, they've come up there as well, and the orange ones over there, so it's great. I'm going to plant them in all the little patches, and then Craig will just pull out more of the white flowers as they start coming up. The sunflowers I'm going to put in the sunflower bed over there, although we did have one over here, which is still beautiful. It's now dying though, unfortunately. Let me get on with this. So before I plant these, I'm listening to this noise, and I'm like trying to figure out what on earth it is. And it's, I think it's locusts. But 2 or 3 locusts have been flying above my head and landing in the trees. I'll just keep low and hopefully they won't land on me. But our garden is just full of birds, so I'm hoping the birds are going to eat them. Okay, so we're going to do this one first. And yes, you can just sow it directly into the soil. It's only like a 2 millimeter depth, and yeah, they're very, very, I don't know if you can see, let me put them in my hand. I mean, these seeds are minuscule, so I'm literally just going to scatter them around, and then I'm going to get the rake and just rake them in a little bit. Yeah. There were very little seeds in here. I mean, the amount was ridiculous, not even half a teaspoon. That was disappointing. Luckily, I do have another pack, so I'm going to go grab it, and then I can fill up the other spots. Right, that's one bed done. Now I'm going to plant the sunflowers. I hope these grow. We did put a packet in here a while back, as I said, and it actually took forever to grow, but we haven't had much rain, and we do put our grey water system sprinkler on, but it's not enough to keep the garden growing. Everything is looking beautiful and green now, being winter and our heavy dew, so it is keeping it more alive than it would in summer. But then with a little bit of rain that we have had, the heavy dew that's falling, the seed pack just grew. So I hope I haven't raked it in too much. I hope I've raked it in enough, watered, so let's see. I'm sure you all know what sunflower seeds look like. I think this is definitely the traditional sunflower that we all know. So yeah, they require you to plant them quite far apart. So I'll just fill up this bed, and maybe I'll put a little bit in that bed as well. We have just planted some, but let's see. I think that's enough water for them for today. I'm going to have to leave it all in a row. So I've just finished undercoating the crown moulding here and over there. You have to use a wood primer for this, which is oil based. I don't like using oil based. It's such a schlep to clean the paintbrushes. But anyway, so that's done. So when I now do another coat on the cupboard, I can just bring my paintbrush in here and paint that. And that'll be it for these cupboards. Last crown moulding ever. I possibly should have checked if we had turpentine before I painted with oil paint, but I didn't. So now I have to throw the empty turpentine bottle and the paintbrush away. Oh well. Really don't like doing that. This is why I really don't like oil-based paint. But for wood, solid wood, one has to use oil-based. So we must remember we can't varnish either because we don't have any varnish. So when we go buy varnish, we must remember to buy some turpentine. Well, we haven't finished the kitchen. There's still a lot to do in the kitchen. However, Craig has got distracted again. I came through and he has now taken the cupboard doors, which are now standing in the hallway, off the linen cupboard. Sorry about the washing machine noise in the background. Because the cupboards on these cupboards are, okay, I know the shelves look a bit warped now, but they are very old. They're solid wood though, so they are very good quality. And then they had, let me show you, they've got these old hinges on them. They're nice solid wood doors though, but they don't look very attractive. Although I did try and make it look attractive with my beautiful handle. Just remind Craig to take that off. So we painted them because they were this color, so it made everything very dark. So we just painted them white. But still, they don't look that attractive, especially with these ugly hinges. Because you try to paint, I mean, I suppose you could undercoat them, but then they might get stuck. So we did just do a light coat of paint on them. We did try in our bedroom not to paint them at all, but that didn't work. So they're not the most attractive cupboards. So Craig wants to make new cupboards for all the cupboards in our house. So he decided to start with the linen cupboard. They will be white, and it'll be cupboards like these. So the panel cupboards, plain white with possibly my door handles on them. Yeah. So instead of finishing the kitchen, we took the doors off instead. Measuring and you're writing on the cupboard. Doing some maths, eh? Are we going one cupboard from the top to the bottom, or are we having two separate cupboards like they were? Because I mean, this is very tall, eh? That's a very big cupboard, yo. How big is it? Hey, how big is it? How tall is it? 235. Yo, that is very tall, eh? At least you don't have to worry about losing any bits of paper. That measurements is the width. Okay, got your measurements now, eh? I don't know if you can't see it. No. There you are. I have now painted the crown moulding here and over there, just one coat. Still busy painting the cupboards. We don't have any varnish, so we can't varnish the drawers and the shelves. and our daughter is visiting and borrowing the car. So we'll have to purchase that at a later stage. So I think that's why Craig decided that it might be fun to start with the cupboards in the passageway. Anyway, we carry on. So once we've got the varnish, we'll be able to varnish all the drawers and sand and varnish and then install all of them. Craig does still need to just make the fronts for all of the drawers. We've got the front for the bin cupboard. It's just the 4 cutlery drawers, cutlery and dish towels and those drawers that the fronts need to be made. But I need to finish the cupboards first, so we can put the cupboard on there, and cupboards on there. The shelf needs to go in there. One shelf is going to go in there because I actually put some vases there, which will be too tall to put a shelf on. So it's actually quite handy having a full length cupboard there. Yeah, so we carry on. So in between the kitchen and the passageway cupboard, we are busy. Excuse the mess behind. I think we're going to leave it there for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.